One tool that's available in C++ that can be very helpful in defining larger data structures or larger programs is to define your own type names using Typedef. So we've got a few examples of this throughout the code that we've worked with so far. It works for both C and C++ code, and essentially it allows you to create your own name for a type. You're using some existing type, but you're just giving it a name that's specific to your program. So once you've used Typedef, then everywhere else throughout your program, you're able to use that new type name as you would integer or string or character or anything else. You can make arrays with that type. You can define variables and then give them values within that type. You do have to make sure that the value that's assigned matches whatever type the Typedef was using, whatever existing type that the Typedef was using. So to break down this statement, we have the Typedef keyword, then we specify the type or the class that's already known, that already exists, and then we give a name for our new type. We should use the same rules as variable names or other type names that we would define. Some conventions to follow with that are that typically you'll want to give it something in the name that indicates that it is a type rather than a variable. For instance, _t or _type, depending on whether you're writing it as sort of a capitalized, constant-looking sort of thing or not. And then you can also treat it like a class if it has multiple words, using the camel casing, uppercasing new words, first letters throughout it. So an example of this, we've got 3 typedefs in here: dimension, mass, and volume. And then down below there, we're able to use dimension. The compiler knows that it's a double because it was defined as a double up above, but we're able to use the name that makes sense for our code. This is useful because we can use that same data type all throughout a program, and if we need to change that data type, we change it in one place. Because if you realized, for example, that you needed more precision for all volume measurements in your program, you might end up having to do some sort of complex find and replace for all of the doubles that you were using to replace them with long doubles. And if you had some other type that was appropriately using doubles and should not use long doubles, you're going to have to be selective about which ones you change and don't. But if you had used Typedef up front, then you change that one line of the Typedef to allow more precision or less. Sometimes you can use this kind of thing based on the particular operating system or device that you're running on, or things like that as well. And then once you've changed that Typedef, then all of the declarations of volumes will use long double instead of double.